We are here live at the Kia stores of Anniston, Oxford for the Coach Etheredge show. The second one ever, Coach.
All right.
We're in the saddle. We're getting used to this
We're
now.
professionals now.
That's right. We're moving on, man. We're moving up. I feel like Ron Burgundy here, you know. I look like him with these 1980 glasses on. Anyways, Coach, we had a big response from the first week. A lot of positive feedback from it. Talk to me about what's been going on. You guys went and played Pleasant Grove.
Yeah.
Seemed to be not missed a lick, probably even better than last year.
Yeah.
Come out with a hard-fought victory, 29-28. And let's be honest, they were J.D. McNeely, Javon Woods tackled at the one from being state champs last year.
Absolutely. They got a great football team. Coach LeBeau does a great job with those guys. And we knew going in that they were going to be real good, and we knew that we had to play well. And glad I got this guy on my side.
yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
Let's talk to this guy. Introduce himself here to the camera.
Trey Higgins, quarterback at Oxford High School.
So Trey, you've had a tremendous season so far, but I want to take you back to last year in that state championship game. You had a disappointing, exit to that game. You got injured. What's happened since that point to this point with rehabilitation and everything? I know that's not the note you wanted to go out on, but getting the state championship was ultimately your goal.
Absolutely, just winning that game, I was like, that was the ultimate goal. So you just get it how you can, but there's not a day that doesn't go by that I didn't think of that. Like for me personally, I feel like I didn't finish, because I didn't get to finish the game. So that just ate me up, and I just use that as motivation to go harder. And every Friday I make sure I finish and make sure I give everything I have, because I don't know when my last play is going to be, whether it's in the state championship game or whether it's tomorrow. I never know what it's going to be, so I just make sure that I give my whole heart to the game.
We talked to Coach about this last year. This offseason has been like nothing we've ever seen, with COVID-19. And you had to rehabilitate and getting back, and then you got to deal with COVID-19 on top of that. How have you gotten all that past you and performing at the level you are right now?
Honestly, COVID the quarantine kind of helped me, because when we were going into the baseball season, I wasn't fully healed. I was still in an ankle brace, just trying to tough it out, just to play. I wasn't fully healed, so during the quarantine, I got to really focus on my ankle and getting that stronger, getting it better. Because it's just as much mental as it is physical. Getting over that.
100%.
And so once I came back from that, this summer, everything eased back in, and I think it is what you make it. Obviously you got to respect the rules and the guidelines, but then you just gotta, you got to play football and you got to do what you do.
100%. And Coach, you got a little animated when they hit Trey.
Well, Trey had 375 yards the first game, 325 the second game. So yeah, and he's our leader. And when you see guys taking shots at a guy who does everything the right way, and when I look out there and I see every one of those guys as my guys, So when I see somebody taking a shot at him, I get pretty mad, Especially it's not, you take a shot, but take it in from snap to whistle.
Yeah, 100%.
So I get a little animated.
But you told us in the preview show Monday, you said, these guys go to battle for me every play.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go to battle for them.
Absolutely.
And we've had a lot of people say, I love them. Because let me ask you a question. Over your career, have you ever got so animated you've ever been politely asked to leave the game?
No, not in football. When I used to coach basketball, I got ejected a couple times. But
there we go.
Not in football. You can be a little louder in football. It's not in that controlled setting. So,
100%.
But I've got great coaches on staff, and I've got some coaches who will put in a little poke every once in a while for me. So you Coach Wagon and Coach Cochran handle that sometimes for me. So.
I've heard some Coach Wagons
yeah,
talk to the refs.
He's got some good ones.
Asking them what year they graduated from over here.
Yeah, exactly.
The old saying in football, and I don't know if this holds true, but I'm going to get your opinion on it. Teams usually they improve the most from game one to game two. Is that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that in this?
When you have a veteran teams, that's usually what happens, because you have those guys who are getting to play again that week one. And then that week two, they're back at where they were. And if you watch the game, our guys who played, last year a good bit, yes, they got a lot better from week one to week two. But, our improvement's going to be mid, fourth, fifth game, I think, because we have so many young guys playing. Now Trey's going to do his thing. He's going to do what Trey does, and Rock's going to do what Rock does, and so Tavares Elson's going to do what Tavares. Those guys that have been great players, they're going to continue to be great players week in, week out. But our young guys, they're going to come along as we get mid-season, and I'm expecting big things out of them this week and next week and the following weeks to come, and I expect them to get better and better.
Absolutely. And Trey, on your part, man, something I've noticed about you, you seem to elevate your game against competition. It like drives you or something. And a lot of the great players, that's what happens. I mean, you've played two really, really good. I mean, I don't know which two teams you can play in the state tougher. I mean, there's a few out there, but very few and far between. But you've had 9 touchdowns on one pick and about almost 300 yards rushing. What is it about competition that drives you to perform like you have against guys like that?
You just gotta rise to the occasion. You gotta, they're challenging you. It's mano versus mano, and the best man wins. And you just gotta step up when your team needs you the most.
I talked to Coach about the Thompson game. You guys kind of lolled through that first quarter, and then when you hit Rock down the sidelines, everything changed. Everything went 180 on that. So let's talk about Rock, yours and Rock's connection, your relationship. What does he mean to you in your game, and how do you guys help each other?
I always say 3 to 4 is 7. And, me and Rock have been boys since the 5th grade, and just for us to grow up together and do all that we've done together is truly a dream, and I'm just so grateful that we have got to do that. And, this being our last year, we got to go out with a bang and do it the right way.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to ask you this: your progressions and how you came along as a quarterback from your early junior year to your senior year now. Has the game slowed down? Has it gotten easier? Not necessarily easier, though. You feel more comfortable in the role now?
I'd say yes and no. And I'd say no because, I think Coach Wagner and all the coaches do a really good job to put me and our offense in, good situations to be successful. But at the same time, yes, because there's not as much pressure. I've been doing this for 3 years now. There's not as much pressure. And then again, yes, because I'm the leader now. I gotta take the team on my back and win. So it's just more pressure, but I'd say in different ways.
But you feel definitely more confident. I mean, you look
absolutely.
I told the coach last week, dude, it was like Johnny Manziel with power.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach, talk about Trey, man, in general, and what he's meant. You getting here last year and having a guy like that.
Right.
To be the leader of your team. What does that mean for you and your time here?
It takes so much off of you as a coach to have a quarterback who's like a coach on the field. We joke around that Trey's the co-OC. But Wagner tell you, man, it takes a lot of pressure off when you got a guy that can line everybody up. He knows everything's going on. He's he's going to put you in a good situation. A guy that knows the game and loves his teammates and does whatever he has to do.
You mentioned Coach Wagner. What's it like having Coach Wagner as an OC? I've known Coach for a while now, man, and I know one thing about him: he don't deal with mediocrity.
Oh, no,
that's not going to happen. He wants perfection.
I think that's why me and Coach Wagner hit it off good. I don't like that either. You got to get better every day, and just obviously you just take stuff from every game and you get better. And I mean, obviously you want to win a state championship and you want to win, and you got to get better every day. And for him, pushing me to get better, it's just I feel like we make each other better.
100%. Same question to Coach Etheredge here. I mean, Coach is probably, I don't think there is a probably, out of all the coaches we cover, and there's 20, 30 of them, I think he's the best relating to kids and players. What does it mean to play for somebody like Coach Etheredge that's been there and done that, and he told you a vision when he walked in that day? If you guys buy into what we're doing, we're going to be state champions, and then that vision comes true. What does that mean?
Just the biggest thing with Coach E is it's more than football. He loves you as a person, and you know that he's going to have your back, and you want to go put your life, and everything on the line for him. That's somebody you want to play for.
Right.
And if you're willing to play for your head coach, you're going to win. You're going to be successful because he's got your back and we got his.
Absolutely. And Coach, a big step in that direction to I don't want to call it defending. Coaches hate that defending word, but
it's the truth.
Yeah, it is the truth. A lot of coaches are like, no, we're not defending that. It's a new year. All right, but a big step into getting that next state title. Let's put it that way. It starts this Friday.
Right.
With Scottsboro region play, correct?
That's right. Region play starts it.
That's right. So you have to win that first and make a move. Talk about what you've seen from Scottsboro maybe on film and how huge it's going to be to try to get out of the gate 1-0 in the regions.
Yeah, it's big. This is a huge game for us. Like you said, you have to start 1-0 before you can go 6-0 or 8-0 in the region. So, we want to win the region. That's our goal. We want to win the region. Now that we dropped one the first game, we want to go 14-1, win the state championship like we did last year. But Scottsboro's got a good team. I'm good friends with the head coach, Coach Jacobs. He's a great coach, good man. So I'm looking forward to it. I know that they got a great football team. They got a quarterback who's like a running back. They've got some tough, hard-nosed kids, and they're going to play their guts out. They're going to come in, and like I told our guys, we're going to get everybody's best. We're going to get everybody's best, and I think that our guys understand that. And, there's been the first 2 weeks, we're playing like you said. Trey has stepped up, made some plays that have woken everybody else up, and sort of gotten them into the ball game. That's what we have to have.
I want to ask both of you guys this question. I'm going to start with Trey, and then I'm going to let Coach answer. Trey, after 2 weeks, what have you learned from this particular Oxford team? What have you learned that maybe you didn't know, or there was a question before you started this season after 2 weeks having gone to war with this team?
Yeah, we're going to compete, and we got heart. We might not be the biggest team in the state because obviously like both teams we played, they're bigger than us up front. that's just the truth. But that doesn't bother us. They don't have bigger hearts than us, and we're going to compete, and we're going to do whatever it takes to win.
Coach, same question.
Like Trey said, our kids ain't gonna quit. We're gonna play hard, and we're gonna leave it all out there on the field. We've got some young guys. We're gonna have to live with some mistakes early in the year, but we got guys like Trey and Rock and Traquan and Delvon, and some of our linebackers, a lot of our linebackers. We got those guys that are going to make up for those mistakes because they've been in the battles, they've been in the trenches, and they know what it's like, and they know what it takes to win the state championship. These guys are going to play their guts out.
Absolutely. Coach, I'm glad that you guys came and sat in with me. I'll keep it short and sweet. I know you guys are both really busy, and we're also baking out here. So I think never fun. Coach, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you both.
Seeing you guys next week.
Appreciate you both.